Hey fruit lovers! Imagine biting into juicy, delicious fruits from your own backyard, and what if I told you there's a simple trick to double your harvest? Sounds too good to be true? Stick around because in this video, we're diving into a clever pruning technique that can seriously boost your fruit yield. Are you ready to learn the secret to overflowing fruit baskets? We all love the idea of abundant fruit trees, right? But sometimes, our trees just don't seem to produce as much as we hoped. The good news is, it's often not about luck, but about knowing how to prune correctly. Pruning might seem intimidating at first, like you're hurting your tree, but actually, it's like giving your fruit tree a haircut that encourages it to grow stronger and produce more fruit. Think of it as strategic shaping for maximum harvest. So, what's this clever technique we're talking about? It's all about understanding how fruit trees grow and focusing your pruning efforts in the right places. We're going to break down a simple method that anyone can follow, even if you've never pruned a tree before. First things first, why is pruning so important for fruit production anyway? Well, pruning helps in a few key ways. It allows more sunlight to reach the inner branches, which is crucial for fruit development and ripening. Sunlight is basically food for your fruit. Pruning also improves air circulation, which helps prevent diseases. A healthy tree is a productive tree. And crucially, pruning encourages new growth that is more fruitful. We're essentially telling the tree where to focus its energy, on producing delicious fruit. Now, let's get to the technique itself. The core idea is to focus on removing certain types of branches to encourage fruit-bearing spurs. Spurs are short, stubby branches that are where most of your fruit will actually grow. We want to promote spur growth and remove branches that are competing for resources or blocking sunlight. Think of it like this: we're aiming for a tree that's open and airy, not dense and overcrowded. We want sunlight and air to reach everywhere. So, what branches should you be removing? Look for these three types: 1. Dead, damaged, or diseased branches. These are easy, they're not contributing to fruit production and can actually harm the tree. Get rid of them. 2. Suckers and water sprouts. These are fast-growing, vertical shoots that pop up from the base of the tree or branches. They steal energy and don't produce fruit. Snip them off. 3. Crossing or rubbing branches. These branches compete with each other for light and air, and rubbing can create wounds that invite disease. Choose the weaker of the two and prune it. By removing these types of branches, you're opening up the tree and directing its energy to fruit production. And here's the clever part: when you prune back longer branches, you actually encourage the development of those fruit-bearing spurs we talked about. So, it's not just about cutting randomly, it's about strategic removal to stimulate the growth of fruitful wood. What tools do you need? For most home fruit trees, you'll need a good pair of pruning shears for smaller branches and loppers for thicker branches. A pruning saw might be helpful for larger branches, but start small and see what you need. Always use clean, sharp tools for clean cuts. When should you prune? The best time to prune most fruit trees is during late winter or early spring, while the tree is dormant, before new growth begins. This allows the tree to heal and put its energy into new growth in the spring. However, some light pruning can be done in summer to remove water sprouts and improve air circulation. Now, remember, pruning is a skill that improves with practice. Don't be afraid to start. Start by removing the obvious dead, damaged, and diseased branches. Then, work on opening up the canopy and removing those suckers and water sprouts. And the result? More sunlight, better air circulation, a healthier tree, and yes, a significantly larger fruit harvest. Imagine the satisfaction of picking buckets of fruit thanks to this simple yet effective pruning technique. So, are you ready to give your fruit trees some love and unlock their full potential? Grab your pruning shears, and let's get started. Don't forget to subscribe for more gardening tips and tricks to help you grow your best garden yet. Happy pruning, and get ready for a bountiful harvest.